The problem is, I didn't bring any wood with me because I thought, every island had trees, and Bamboo Island does not have any wood. It only has bamboo. So when my axe broke, I couldn't build a new one to cut down any more bamboo trees. So there was like a bamboo forest during a storm at night with rain and an endless supply of tarantulas hunting me in the bamboo forest.
Oh my, that sounds terrible.
Oh god. It was fucking horrible. It was so horrible. I felt like
from the pilot guy.
Yeah, but that axe doesn't cut down bamboo.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the worst part is that I did cut down the palm trees, and I had one piece of wood, and I needed 3 pieces of wood. So as I was just mercilessly murdered by tarantulas for an hour, I just kept thinking about the 2 pieces of wood that would have allowed me to like clear the fucking bamboo forest, so I could actually see what I was doing. I even tried like building like a moat out of like holes with my shovel so I could jump over it and the tarantulas couldn't get to me. They just jumped over the holes. Like the internet lied to me. It was horrifying. But I got really good at catching tarantulas by the end.
That's good.
I do feel like, as cheating goes, it's the least cheating you could do, because it was still pretty hard. Like, it was still kind of a stressful experience. When I wasn't it was absolutely horrifying. I'm not even that afraid of spiders, but like when you can't see them coming and they keep jumping out of like...
Nowhere?
Yeah, oh god, it was so scary. It was so scary.
Everyone I know my whole life is talking about how awesome the game is.
It's pretty awesome.
I'm so broke. I can't do it. So it makes me so sad.
I had to buy 3 fucking copies of it.
Oh my god, how?
Oh, that's right.
I had to buy 3 copies and a Switch Lite.
God,
and then,
why?
if we're still waiting to get started, because Jen didn't have a Switch, and you can only play online with friends if you have your own Switch.
Yeah, but you can play couch co-op.
Nobody wants to play couch co-op.
Yeah.
So
that's dumb.
So leading up to it, I was like, "All right, girl, I'll buy you things, whatever you need, girl. You know I'll take care of you. You know, like the rap guys say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then, and then she was just like, "Well, I just want the turquoise light," and I was like, "You sure, girl? Cause I'll get you that Animal Crossing Switch, girl. Whatever you want, baby."
Mike Tyson.
That it's fine. She's playing it, and she's like, "How do I hook it up to the TV?" And I was just like,
You can't. You can't.
I made sure, because Cammy was like, I would really like to play it. She's like, I would want a Switch Lite, though. And I made sure to be like, the Switch Lite can't be plugged into the TV, right? She was like, I know.
Yeah, I feel like I told her that, but we're still dealing with, like brain damage and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I was just kind of like, yep.
Like, well, I got bad news for you.
Yeah, I'm about to drop some sad truth bomb on you right now. So what color do you think Shivaka's new miniature frame should be? Purple, red, gold? Gold's kind of hype.
Gold sounds good.
Yeah, let's do gold.
Let's switch over.
But yeah, what I was saying is that I was watching the VOD of the last session, and Shivaka did the thing, where she's like, excellent. My friend Noelle just immediately started sketching on here, and then when it was done, she's like, hey, I got something for you. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I saw it, I'm like, oh, cool, thank you.
Nice.
So
this is actually the first fan art of anything I think I've ever done D&D related. Except maybe if you count my daughter. So, wow.
So I have a very, very important question. Do I get my 100 golds and my DM inspiration?
I mean, if you can answer, you have to answer a question from the middle of the episode first.
I sent Barrett a multiple list of things that happened in the middle of the episode.
But
mostly because my memory is terrible and I'll forget.
I'm gonna
everything.
leave it. I'm gonna leave it to Anna Laura to figure out if you really watched it. All right, what's the quiz show question?
Doesn't even know.
You remember last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
What insect was the spirit of spring disguised as?
Oh,
Fuck. Oh, fuck. That's a hard one.
yeah.
God damn it. I took notes and everything. I didn't fucking take
man.
notes. Like, I know.
All right. We'll make it multiple choice. Was it a scorpion?
A tarantula.
Yeah. Was it a scorpion? A tarantula? A dragonfly? A bumblebee? Or none of the above?
I want to say none of the above.
All right,
But-
that's correct.
Okay, yeah. It's like, I don't remember any of those things. I remember,
it was a wasp. It was a wasp.
Okay, yeah, because I remember there was, like, the turtle guys that you fought, and then, like, you fought the thing that stole Sway Butterfingers and ran off with him. But he didn't get to run off of anybody this time, which...
And you obviously
It
watched the
doesn't.
last 5 minutes. So
I did last. I also I quote a very conniving Skull. We'll just dye Anna Laura's hair red, and then we could be a pirate sandwich. Me and you, boss, and Anna Laura. I know
that's a good one.
she's a huge nerd, but I'd take one for a team, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, poetry. That's poetry right there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely take your Hundy Gold and your DM inspiration.
Hey.
That's the kind of homework
Marking off my 50.
All right.
Yep.
So did you guys see that did you see that document of all the animal races? Like that I linked? I don't know where I linked it. I linked it somewhere. If you guys decide like decide. If RNGesus decides that it's all over for you, you can make a character using one of those races and say that you are from Chozu.
Nice.
Yeah. Which will hopefully soften
Not
the blow.
classes, though.
No. I was sharing the class guide, and then when you guys were like, "Can we use it?" and I was just like, I was thinking back to last time I read it, which was probably like 3 years ago, and I was like, I don't think there was anything too bad in there. And then when you pointed out to me like some of the stuff, I was like, oh yeah, never mind. I should have probably just thrown that in a digital incinerator. But
Was this the one from Ironhack?
Ironhack / Paradise Vale.
Oh, Paradise Vale's rough.
Well, remember like the Shinobi and the Samurai and all that before Xanathar's released their own Samurai stuff, and it was like so broken. Yeah, like I thought maybe in 3 years they had fixed it. Nah, it's just worse. It's just worse. So
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Sweet. Okay. How we doing, Claximus? We good, or you need more time?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I guess Lift's not. Didn't see the message. I don't
All
know
right.
if he's getting on.
I guess not. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and jump into this thing. All right. I'm forwarding, or not forwarding, whatever. Auto-hosting you. So I'll go to your page, I guess. Am I on your page? Oh yeah, I am. Sweet. Okay. All right. And we're just gonna jump in from here.
Yeah.
So, last week, a lot of things went down. The party was split between two separate missions. And the team that was here, they had a late night rendezvous with a powerful Fey spirit, wherein they discovered the source of the mysterious contagion that is affecting the citizens of Chozu, driving them insane and making them act erratically. It is far worse than any disease. It's mass impregnation. Cause that happens in D&D. Apparently a powerful monster / spirit, a spider, ? Is working with a radical sect of the Monkey Clan to corrupt the banana supply of Chozu and use it as a means to inseminate people with her spawn. The madness that they're experiencing is the symptoms of their body becoming a host to her creatures who will eventually eat their way out of the body and kill them, and then spread across Chozu. It's kind of a big deal. Your party, always eager for reputation, has agreed to travel the many days needed to the mysterious mountains, wherein you will confront the beast and hopefully free the people from her child support bindings. I don't know. I should have probably wrote some intro dialogue for that. Meanwhile, Captain Bubbles Jr. was going undercover for the local police to see what he could find out through the Monkey Mafia. So, Bubbles, please regale us with you and Lift's adventures alongside the B team as you guys infiltrated the Monkey Mafia and what you discovered about the adventure. Take it away.
All right. I'm looking forward to this shit all week.
I'm muting it because I'm muting myself, so it's all you. It's all you.
All right, so, me, Lift, and the other group, we made our way down to the docks, because it's always in the docks. We asked around. We got put in contact with one of the Monkey Mafia members. And using my devilish, abilities to persuade and trick people, that I never do on anybody in the crew. I just want to put that out there. I don't trick any of you, But I was able to get us in to speak to one of the higher up. Sadly, things didn't go exactly according to plan. Things got a bit heated. We then had to flee into the night. Lift lost his shoe. It was rough. It was a bad time. But we made it out unscathed. Everybody's fine for the most part. Sadly, didn't get much information.
That's what happened? You guys, it went south, you fled, and Lift, quote unquote, lost a shoe?
Yeah, that's what happened, yeah.
Alright, I have updated my notes to reflect that. We'll see what happens. Lost a shoe. Okay.
Which shoe did he lose?
I point down his feet. And there's that one.
Not that one.
Yeah. But no, it was a pretty rough night. That you guys had probably had it way easier.
Not that shoe. Anything but that.
You guys didn't get. I was so focused on remembering what the fuck happened, I actually didn't plan any. So.
All right. Here's what you guys know. The creature is operating out of the ruins of Penghyang Monastery, famous for their slap arts. The martial arts style slap arts did not catch on, and not able to keep the school going due to lack of students and interest. The place was abandoned and fell into decay. But according to the goat diviner Gao Zhang Kang, the monastery of Pengqian in the Kongyang Mountain is in fact occupied by the beast and her closest and most powerful servants. You must travel there, climb the mountain, and confront her. But you must watch out for her invincible guardian, who is unkillable. All right. Any other questions or needs before you head out on your incredible adventure?
Yeah, can we see the picture of the esteemed goat man again?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just so that Bubbles knows who we're working with.
There he is. Gao Zeng Kang.
Glorious.
Oh yeah, Crab Cake picked up a talking plushie from You Squeeze It and he says stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Are you? Do you need to use it or?
Yeah, I do. I wanna test it out. Do I just ask it a question?
No. You just squeeze him, and he just gives you wisdom.
Okay, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze him.
All right. And he says, "Meh, happiness is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to cope with it."
Yeah, man.
Shit.
Okay.
Your lucky numbers are 2, 14, 17, 28, 36, and 40.
Oh, you went too fast. I can't write it down.
Man, I am
2, 17, 14, 38, and what, 26?
Who knows?
Yeah, they got some cookies.
I
around
do.
here.
I have keen mind. I need to
Other than
know.
that fortune we got back
Maybe
in
not
Shanty
keen.
Town.
Maybe not keen ears though. Maybe not keen ears though.
Hey,
Oh,
also,
man.
maybe Crash just made up random numbers right there, and he doesn't.
Oh, I
remember
certainly didn't. I certainly did not.
I'm gonna go back to the
I'm
VOD
looking at the
and
six.
write them
I'm looking
down.
at the 6 numbers right now.
Okay. Here, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Clax, they got cookies.
I'm gonna think
at
real
some of the
hard.
restaurants around
I'm
here
gonna think
that do
real
that kind of
hard.
stuff. We stopped by one after Lift lost his shoe. Pretty good. Good news.
there's my
They
history
did.
check.
They did have very good noodles.
There's my history check to
That was your
remember those
history
numbers.
check to see if you could remember.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. That's actually pretty good. The numbers were 2, 14, 17, 28, 36, and 40.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So, on that note, should we head out into the wild world of Chozu, or?
I don't know.
What? You don't know. You want to hit level?
we're just
You want to
gonna
hit the
go
next
to
level? I
Feral.
understand. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to just leave? You want to just leave these people hanging?
But I don't know if we can leave. From.
Look.
Mhm.
We said we were gonna help these assholes. Let's help these assholes.
That's fair.
We gotta go fight this ancient evil, and then we're gonna go beat those monkeys up and get Sue's lift Sue.
This ain't no railroad, so if you want to leave the innocent people of Chozu to their fate and let the entire place be colonized by Dokufu and their hideous mother Tsuchigumo, then I respect that. Like, we'll just head right on over to the pirate headquarters, and you guys can start becoming pirate legends. Let's do this thing. We'll go back to the map.
One
we go.
last thing here. You said innocent people? Like, previously you've described this as like a lawful evil society.
Okay, are you trying to say that America's not innocent?
Yeah, we're pretty lawful evil, bro.
Because America's lawful evil, and they're suffering right now. Okay? Alright, so back to the map. Let's head on over.
I'm headed for my communist money. That's gonna be cool.
Okay. Alright, we're heading over to Jeopardy Bay and Port Peril. We ready to go?
Really?
Are we really doing this?
I don't know. Whatever the captain wants. You're the captain.
All right.
Is that what I want? I said we're gonna, they said they were gonna help these assholes.
Oh, okay.
We'll
So
help
we'll
these
help
assholes.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Shivaka if she's nearby.
She is on the boat. She refuses to set foot in Chozu.
Well, I was gonna ask her if she actually gives a shit about any of like these people or their place.
Oh no, she would let the whole place burn to the ground. That's how Shivaka feels about it.
However, Captain, I will tell you that since I, and I say this with a wide grin, since I've mended my relationship with Miss Shivaka, I am sure she would not want this place to fall while I'm in it, if nothing else.
Not valid. So you're gonna stay in Lower Island?
Indeed, Captain, that is what I'm implying.
It's been. Oh shit! What was that? It's been wonderful knowing you.
Well, everybody's got their own destiny, man. Alright, we'll help the people. We're gonna help.
Okay.
But we're not doing it for them. We're doing it for the infamy.
Okay.
For the infamy. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a pretty straight shot to the mountain. You'll just leave the city of Shinshu Bay and sort of just head out into the rice fields and plains beyond it. As you sort of work your way through that grasslands, there'll be a swamp of darkness and death. You'll traverse that swamp of darkness and death, and then reach the foothills of the mountain, said to be home to the fire lizards of... what does it say here in my notes? The fire lizards of insurmountable burns. And then, assuming you make it past all that, you can climb Kongyang Mountain, which is renowned for its many rock falls and deadly salt spiders. And then you will reach Pangshang Monastery.
And on that note, let's get back to the boat, everybody. Come on, you know what's waiting for us in the Port Barrel.
I am conflicted. Are you guys going to Port Peril, or are we doing this? Are we doing Chozu? I feel like you kind of waffling back and forth here.
All right, so what the hell are we doing? What do you guys want to do?
Captain, I will smash whatever you want me to smash. I will, if the quest here is worth it, it's worth it. But before we go to Port Peril, are you ready to go to Port Peril? I think is the question you need to answer yourself. Do you have enough infamy, and do you have enough money?
Pretty sure we have no money. I think we need one more infamy.
Well,
we can just get in Port Peril.
Then let's get this infamy right here, right now.
What do you think, Honor? What do you take of the whole matter?
I think that if we leave now and the entire nation of Chozu falls, we'll have to deal with it sometime. Because we were the ones that left. I feel like this is unfinished business, and we might as well just deal with it now. While we're here.
But once we get a fleet, huh?
I would like to point out that he said that they wouldn't necessarily stop spreading once they got done with this island. Like they could spread across the whole Shackles.
Ah, damn. Well, I mean, I don't want that. Like, if I take over the Shackles, then, I'd have to blow up every island. That sounds terrible.
I think if we can save this island from their banana problems, you might have a fleet on your hands, Captain. A fleet of Chozu natives who worship you.
Yeah, true.
The Monkey King, they'll call you.
Ooh, I like that. I like it. All right, let's do it.
Sweet.
Okay, so you head out of the city. What I'm assuming, let's see, do you spend the night and then head out fresh in the morning, or that would probably be your best move? Yeah. One last night kind of deal. All right, you rest up. You head out fully rested early in the morning. As you are making your way through the beautiful countryside of Chosu, everywhere you look, there is everything seems to be in extremes. There are plateaus of stone that just rise high into the air, similar to the grandiose buildings that were in the city of Shenju Bay. It is almost like these pillars of stone inspired the buildings themselves. Everywhere you see vibrant green blossoms as the trees are full in the bloom of summer. The heat is intense, but there is a wind that sort of keeps blowing and keeping you cool as you travel. As you look about following the road, there are rice fields as far as the eye can see, and you see tiny crokin. Well, I guess they're not tiny. You see small crokin with their little clothes and their cute little hats, and they're in there, more than waist deep, gathering up the rice and tending to the fields and whatnot. Now that you've left the city, you do see more and more normal crokin, and realize that these are the citizens that support the great city of Shenju Bay, but cannot afford to live there themselves. As you continue along your journey, a figure sort of staggers into the road. It is a regular little crokin, but its eyes are unfocused and aimed in like two different directions, like a chameleon, hunched over and letting out low croaking hisses. It sort of staggers about on the road in front of you.
It's got the banana madness.
I think he's got the banana madness.
All right. It is speaking a language that you do not know. The language is Croakin. Does anybody speak Croakin? I should have probably asked that before I said you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure you don't.
Diodario speaks
Yo,
Croakin, maybe.
You know how to speak this.
Oh yeah, Diodario does. Yeah. Sorry, boss. It says, I am so full, I could not eat another bite. Oh, I'm full, so full to bursting. It hurts. It moves. Something moves inside me. Soon. And as he says this, the creature is just kind of like letting out like bleeding croaks of of pain. It just sort of falls over in the road.
Does anyone?
Oh yeah.
Does
I've
anyone?
been there.
Does anyone have that?
Dustin.
That disease spell purify? Disease, whatever. Yeah,
disease.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is.
You hear a
I think
terrifying
he's dead.
rending sound, and watch as the creature's hindquarters begin to kind of bulge, and you see one long, sharp, insect-like leg
I roll into
thrust
initiative.
out of the creature's the creature's ruptured cloaca. Wait, let me look that up. Do frogs have cloacas? I'm gonna say it. I'm putting my money. I'm putting my money on yes, but let's see what the internet says. In fish, birds, amphibians, the cloaca, also known as the vent, serves as the exit cavity for the.
Can we just start calling it the vent?
I think that's the pervy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you have like pervy names for private parts. I think they would call their cloaca the vent. So, you do see a sinuous, shiny, chitinous leg just fire out of that cloaca, and then a second and a third. A spider-like monster begins tearing itself free from the creature's ruined body. There are enough of you, action economy-wise, that you could quote-unquote smoke this thing or quote-unquote dust him at your discretion. Is that the plan? You just
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, we don't want to see what it's gonna do.
No, I don't want to see what it's gonna do.
No.
I want it to die.
All
I'll
right.
tell you what it's gonna do, old
Maybe
timer.
we
It's
can
gonna head
follow
into
it
those
back
fields
home
and
to
start
Mother.
killing people.
Can somebody please tell me what brought this old man?
He's gonna be
Or
like,
who the hell this old man is?
He's back.
Oh,
up
are you
ship wizard.
reunited with the B team? Did you bring the B team on this mission? Like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, fair enough. I just wanted to check.
But wait, who is our B team?
Probably Sandar, Quinn, Fitz, Chumlet, Rosie. Like,
Yeah, it's the same one. Zendara, Tarina, Albert, Vater.
Oh, okay.
All right. The creature dies, like half burst from this frog's lower body. The frog's body is just a horrible ruin, as is the creature itself. There are enough parts left that you could go and investigate.
there's the doctor. What are you thinking?
Well, that creature gets to reincarnate into something better now, right?
Only if it had enough money.
Rich.
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't have eaten a banana then.
Wow. Oh, Laura, ice cold tonight.
Well, knowing
Jesus,
how the
cold
folks
as your
out
skin
here are
is
living,
blue.
it probably was starving, didn't have a choice.
All right. Do you just leave the body on the side of the road? Or, sorry, the middle of the road?
Did anyone else see this happen?
It was just you guys, and this person just sort of stumbled up to you guys.
I say we leave the scene.
You
of the
wouldn't want
crime.
to catch. Yeah, you wouldn't want to catch whatever he had. So
The fuck now.
we don't know if it spreads by touch. We're gonna keep a 2-meter distance as we navigate around him.
First of all, don't be bringing that meter stuff into Dungeons and Dragons, okay? We use imaginary measurements called feet, okay?
All right.
All right.
Well, they were the proper.
We'll
Nah,
use.
they're totally
10
made up. They
10
make
feet.
no sense. 10 feet. All right, that sounds good. So you guys give this body a 10-foot wide gap. Nobody gets close to it. And you just leave it there in the middle of the road.
Maybe I'll throw like a sign. 8 bananas.
You sprinkle some bananas on them?
Yeah.
There.
Hey, boss, look at this. Look at this. She thinks that dead person is 8 bananas. It's not even 1 banana.
Well, no, I think she means that he ate bananas, not that there's 8 bananas.
I probably should have read the sign before I started cracking jokes.
I mean,
I have no regrets.
I mean, does the sign say 8 or 8?
I mean, she can write.
Did you write in shorthand then?
ATE.
Oh,
Okay.
well, why would she write a sign in Valorian for Chozu peasants to find?
So that's
Who,
a good
A,
one. See,
'cause
there you go.
Probably can't read,
Because we've been
and-
speaking in Valorian,
in
and she
the
can't
city.
speak Chozu.
In the city.
I want to know how
I'm
you, if you're giving it 10 feet, how you get next to it.
Yeah, I just
I
think
don't.
that we should probably take this as a perfect opportunity to reevaluate who the brains of the ship is. Now, look at this tiny gnome. This person is obviously, he's obviously very wise and a wizro.
True. And it's true.
I nominate Snuggly to be the most intelligent member of the Bumbling Bosom.
You know what? I agree.
When did he join the crew?
I think I have.
And,
I think right
well,
now.
you and Mr. Lift were busy infiltrating the monkey mob.
Look, man, we needed bodies, and he was a body, so we took him.
Yeah. I think we lost this pretty hard. Because then we lost all the woke-apes, or not the woke-apes, the were-rats. Yeah, no, you're right.
Good riddance.
Yeah, God forbid, we get them back, but...
If I never see another fucking were-rat, it'll be too soon, Captain, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we gotta bombard our own base, basically, next time we go back. So, we definitely need allies from here. Like, we gotta make sure we do that.
All right. So, leaving the body with the sign written on an unknown material, thrown haphazardly at the body in a language no one will understand, you continue on your way. Fair enough. All right.
Well, I think we've done all we can here.
All right. As you continue along the road, oh man, your NPCs occasionally murmur to themselves and give looks back at the scene that was left on the road. You hear Phipps Chumlet giving wise advice to the members of B Team.
Oh, well, you see, that's how you get ghosts. Huh? Now we're gonna have a ghost of a frog and a spider chasing us around on the ship. Don't you doubt me.
Mm-hmm. And the others like nod sagely. They like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't very tough alive. I can only imagine how weak they are dead.
And Smaldara says, well, that's because ghosts inevitably have disproportionate strength to the strength they had in life. Like, for example, if Claxmus became a ghost, he probably wouldn't be a very strong ghost. But if Captain Bubbles became a ghost, oh my gosh, it would be incredible. I mean, that's just what I was... Okay. And she just sort of, keeps her eyes forward and just keeps marching.
I'd be the
Why
strongest
is that
ghost.
girl so short?
There'd be no ghost stronger than me.
Whatever, man. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
You don't have any magic, though. Part of what makes ghosts so powerful is that they keep all the magic that they had in life.
I got magic.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. When I get mad, I have magic. The magic from my god.
As you continue down the road, several hours pass, and then you see up ahead, there is like a crossroads, and there is a small crowd of Chozu Kroken peasants. They are gathered around two individuals. Both appear to be Kroken, but there's a little bit more going on here. The two young men, Kroken men, I should clarify. They are each holding a blade made in the Chozu style. So it is long and slender and a little floppy, but looks incredibly sharp. And they are kind of facing off in a duel of sorts. Looking around, you do see that there is a tortoise large enough to service as a mount, but it is upside down in its shell, and it looks like one of its legs is broken. The Kroken, who is a bit finer dressed than the other, demands in Kroken a bunch of stuff, and the other Kroken, who is not dressed as finely, but still carries a blade, keeps like shouting back into Kroken and the others all watch stupefied, waiting to see what happens. Do you wish to engage, or do you give them a wide berth and continue on your way?
What did he shout back?
All right, boss. So what's happening here is this guy is a noble, and he was on his way to Shensu Bay to drop off the money to secure his reincarnation that he's worked super hard his whole life for. So he's not really a noble, I guess, but he's like a hopeful noble. And anyways, as he was riding his noble steed, that would be the tortoise over there, this guy wasn't paying attention to where it was going, and he almost walked underneath the tortoise, and then I guess he screamed and it scared the tortoise. The tortoise, for its part, fell backwards and broke its leg. So now this guy, the would-be noble, is concerned that he won't make it to Shensu Bay in time to give the reincarnation broker his final payment, and therefore will be denied reincarnation. And he's taking out his aggression about it on this fellow over here, who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Everybody else is just watching and waiting to see what happens.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I really don't care.
Doesn't sound like our problem.
Yeah.
All right.
But you know what?
They seem like they've got it well in hand. Let's just leave them to that.
We got bigger things to deal with, like a banana catastrophe.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? I can't hear anybody. What's going on?
Alright, can anybody hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay, I think it's just the crash, maybe, and maybe on Allura.
I think it was me and Wesley
Try real
too.
quick.
Wesley's, you're talking, but I can't hear you. Oh, hello.
Hey,
All right, there we go.
I had to change our server. That was weird. Okay, everybody good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys leave them to their own devices. You continue down the road. You'll never know what happened in that fateful day on the road with those two people. As you continue, you see off in the distance, as the sun is beginning to set in the mountains, or I guess the sun would be setting towards the coast, actually. You see a beautiful tea house that has inviting lanterns and the sounds of music and reverie coming from inside. Do you wish
How long?
do you wish to stop? You have traveled all day. If you continue to travel, it will be a forced march.
Oh, then yeah, we should have our long rest then. That looks like a nice enough establishment. Do you want to stay there for the night? Better
Sure.
than camping out.
Now, that's for sure.
It's a tea house? Or
Are there any
yeah.
signs?
Yes, there is. It is all written in Chozu. Do you have Diodario translate?
does tongues work for written? I don't know if tongues works for
I
written.
don't believe it does.
Yeah. I don't know if it.
I think there's a specific spell for reading.
Yeah, comprehend languages is for reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any pictures or anything that we could try to?
Yeah, the picture seems to be of a sinuous river dragon, who is smiling very big and holding a delicate cup of tea. Steam is rising from the tea and the dragon's nostrils.
Looks like this place is called the Dragon's Tea. And I motion towards the entrance.
It looks like a fine enough place.
All right, fair enough. As you approach, you see lantern lights, you see the silhouettes of humanoids kind of going about their business. And I will take you over to the map. All right, what's everybody's knowledge of like Asian vampires? Good, bad? Like, where are we at on that?
I watched Castlevania.
Character.
Does that count?
All right, let me drag your minis over. I think the map should be all blacked out for you right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. And then
Another good one.
I think you brought a bunch of NPCs with you, yeah? So who do I need to grab for you?
Phipps, Sandara, Tarina, Albert, and Viterb.
All right. All right. It might be easier for me to just go grab them from the other page. Oh, they're so big. Oh my god. Boy, this music sounds a little too menacing. It's a little menacing. Cause like there'd be nothing weird about a tea house, like at the edge of civilization. Yeah, that would make total sense.
No, of course not.
Yeah. It's all good.
Where do you keep your tea house?
Exactly. Well, I mean, you know, there are country tea houses. You keep them where the hot springs are. This is obviously where the hot spring is. Let's see. There he is. And Owlbear. All right. So, as you guys arrive, I guess it's nighttime, so let me apply like a night filter to this real quick. I didn't know when you'd actually arrive. Let's see. There we go. Spooky. Oh, Roll20 is so laggy lately. All right. So you arrive at the tea house. It is as night is settling in. And as you look about, you realize that this establishment is definitely owned and operated by the Rabbit House.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who you learned last session, the Rabbit House is in charge of adult recreation.
Hi there, sweetie. Do you have rooms for 11 people?
Okay. She bows and adjusts her nerd glasses and says, "Oh, respectfully, I am pleased to tell you that we do have many rooms still available.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Is that your rabbit noise?
I mean, that's
Why?
a rabbit noise. They can't all sound the same.
Why? No more, please, my ears.
That's what rabbits sound like.
I don't care, my ears.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it immersive for you.
That was so immersive.
There's
Thank
such
you.
a thing as you being too good at that.
Oh, fair enough. I'll just go get some YouTube sound clips of rabbits screaming. Hold on.
No.
We'll let Groovy take over.
No.
Loop it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, Loop the Lupins. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Terrible.
My cat's name. Lupin.
The third?
No.
No.
He's the first.
Lupin the first.
Yeah. He's also neutered, so I don't think there's gonna be a Lupin the second.
Oh, did you finally get him neutered?
No, that's Fritz. Fritz is not been neutered.
Oh, it's not.
I was going to get him
you need to
neutered,
get
and then
that-
coronavirus.
You need to get
Yeah,
that guy fucking neutered. Oh my god.
There's dogs that live across the street,
Mhm.
and like they run up to their fence, and we have like a little pin for him on our side, and he'll like run up to theirs, like to the side where he can see him, like real close, and then he'll pee at him. And I'm like, good boy, Fritz. Good boy.
Oh my god.
All right. So just so you guys know that I'm not goofing on you. We're just gonna switch to real rabbit screaming so that you get the full experience. So
I am ready to silence
fine.
Groovy.
We can just turn it to 0.
all right. At least give it a chance. Let's give it a chance.
I'm not gonna. Oh my! I'm muting it.
Are we sure we want to stay here? It sounds like someone's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I start
First of
backing
all-
up.
First of all, that's super duper racist because that's how they identify as rabbits. Okay.
Well, I start backing away because it sounds like somebody's dying, and I already saw that today, and I don't need to see it again.
Oh, fine. All right, we'll treat it. We'll treat it like we treat underwater conversations. Okay. We'll acknowledge that that's what they sound like, but we won't actually make the sounds. Does that work for everyone?
It does.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So I will just, from now on, I will say bunny scream. And if you would like, the link to the bunny scream is in the bots channel. So, you know, if you need to be immersed, you can go listen to it. Oh, man. The first time I heard a bunny scream in real life, I died a little. All right. So, the woman, after screaming horribly at you, she takes her little clipboard and she says, so, I must respectfully ask how many total, and how many rooms total, and how many spa packages total?
What's
Spa
included in
package?
the spa package?
Well, that depends on what you would like. And she points to a menu board that's written entirely in Chozu characters.
Let's pretend for a moment that I can't read that at all.
Oh, are you a foreigner?
I gesture to my gray skin and tiny stature.
No, I just don't know how to read.
No, do not be ashamed. We have these. And she begins showing you picture cards of the things that you could do at the spa. So there's getting a bath, there's getting a soapy bath, there's getting a soapy bath with assistance from another person, there's soaking in a bath, and so on and so forth. She just keeps showing you these cards, like one after another. It's getting like a mud treatment. It's getting some kind of weird like leaf wrap, where they kind of roll you up like a burrito. There's one where they put hot stones on you. There's one that involves a bunch of naked rabbit people doing stuff to you, and then they kind of go on that theme for a while, and then they kind of like circle back to the less erotic stuff. There's one where you could eat food off of rabbit people. There's one where the rabbit people will feed you food while you're soaking in the tub, and it just keeps going and going and going. About 150 cards later, she says, "So, what would you like?"
That all fits on that one little board?
Oh yes, each of our characters tells an entire story.
That seems really complicated.
Mm-hmm. Our language is made of over 15,000 characters.
I'm just sort of like absent-mindedly nodding while just looking at all of the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a hot spring package?
Oh yes. Our best package is Night of the Legendary Hero. You would get to use the greatest of our hot springs, located at the base of the Dragon's Waterfall. Yao Hu herself.
Oh, how much is that?
Respectfully, it would cost you, and when she says it in the Chozu and currency, and then you translate it out, essentially for each person to soak in that pool and receive the full hero's package is 100 gold.
Per person?
Per person. Yeah, per person.
I mean, we could just spend a plunder plus 100, and all 11 can have.
Well, here. Well, I mean, Phipps should always set it out, but.
Come on, don't do that to him.
I'm not going.
Like a tarot teller, she starts arranging like the picture cards to show you what's included in Night of the Hero, and it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. There's dinner. There's a show. You get like a massage. You get the full-on like soak. Then you get taken to the waterfall. You lay underneath the waterfall on heated rocks as the waterfall pounds the bones in your body into a pulp. All the while you're being healed by fairies. It's pretty intense.
Should we take it, Captain?
Come on, Captain, let's treat ourselves for once.
I'm okay with this. Yeah. Wait, before we do this, do we have enough plunder still when we get back?
I could just take it from our gold stash. We don't have to use the plunder.
Yeah, take from the gold stash. We need all the plunder.
Why don't you all just, you guys can do that. I'm gonna sit that one out. Do you have any, like private package?
And she kind of looks down at you and says, "Of course. There are private rooms where you can do anything that you would like."
Right, but I mean, like, does it come with the bathing and the mud bath and
Oh, certainly.
and the wraps? Okay, I'll take one of those.
We will provide you everything you need to treat yourself.
All right, how much do I owe you?
For your spa package, it's only 15 gold. Which seems like a lot of money.
I'll ask everyone else if they want the hero.
But that
package or if
does
they want
include your
something.
night stay as well, Snuggly. Yeah, all the NPCs want the hero package.
Okay. Any of the PCs want the hero package, or do they want something like Snuggly?
I want the hero
package for me, please.
All right.
The hero
So
package.
that's 1,000 gold I'll deduct.
All right. What awaits you is a tremendous evening of absolute physical and I guess flavorful bliss, as you are given tasty wines, liqueurs, sweets, different types of foods, pastries, sweet meats, soups. You basically spend the whole time alternating between eating, being like soaked in various mineral spas and baths, and then at your discretion, as much physical interaction as you are comfortable with from the assortment of house rabbit staff. All the while in the background, you see crusty old Krokans who are doing all the nasty manual labor of like cleaning up messes and scooping gross stuff out of the the spa pools and stuff like that, and just generally being second-class citizens in their own nation.
Is that actually Ren Yun?
Oh, no, I just grabbed a bunch of peeps from the town. That won't be awkward if it was Ren Yun. There we go. He's got a business to run. All right. When all is said and done, assuming that you can endure the screaming, you are eventually brought to the Great Waterfall, Yao Hu. All right. Are you sure you're going to go through with this? Is there anyone who does not want to be crushed beneath this waterfall?
Well, I didn't pay for that, so...
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
So what do they explain is going to happen? Is it like one of those monk training things where you sit under the waterfall?
Yeah, now that your body has been properly prepared, filled with delicious food, emptied of sexual desire, and massaged and soaked to release all of the toxins that you carry from stress and battle and all that. You are an empty husk now. So now you will lay beneath the waterfall and be filled with its strength.
Hey, Clax, can you tie me to your back and go under that thing so I don't die?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, because the water thing. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Put the bubble around you just in case. I mean, it might just explode. But
how are you supposed to absorb the water of the waterfall if you have the bubble around you?
Right.
I mean, do you want to risk it, or are you going to do the bubbles so that you know?
I was gonna have Clax tie me to him.
Okay.
How do you get a twofer?
All right. I mean, you're still going to be submerged in water because the waterfall's going to be pounding all around you.
Damn.
Also, why would you sign up for a spa package that involves soaking in water?
Well, like, as long as it's not too deep, I'm alright.
Solidarity.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize there was gonna be a waterfall.
Well, remember, everything slows down for you even when you're partially submerged. Your speed drops by half just for being partially submerged.
Yeah, but like, who needs to move very quick when you're like, resting?
Just
yeah. They had the mud bath, right?
Yeah, they do.
Maybe he got the mud treatment for most of it.
Fair. I think you just signed up for bunnies. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that would be a deal breaker for me or not. I do like bunnies quite a bit, but I feel like that might be a deal breaker. So
Django would endure the screaming for cute bunnies.
okay, there are plenty of cute bunnies. That's faux sure. All right.
Well, maybe Stugly, do you have blindness, deafness? That could help.
Let me check. I do.
Well, there you go.
What am I using it for?
Deafness.
Do you want everyone to be deaf?
No, I don't want to be deaf. I can handle it.
Okay. All right. Well, place yourselves beneath the waterfall, and they will gather around and prepare for your treatment.
My body is ready.
Okay. As you say that, some of them murmur to each other in the native tongue of Chozu. Hi, Kroken, and you only pick out the word Reggie-san, but they are kind of motioning to you.
When I get into the water, I like to just feel it. Like, does it feel
The
like
water
fresh, pure?
is excessively viscous.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very slimy.
When
Those
does,
of you who have been attacked by slime monsters, it does feel very similar to that, minus the acid.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll just have bubbles on my back.
Okay. Your NPC crew rolls up, totes naked, because that's how everybody rolls here at this thing. So you see Owlbear kind of like heading up. He just kind of cannonballs in. All right. So, I guess this is it. Bubbles, are you doing this?
Yeah, against my better judgment, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right, fair enough. Snuggly, are you gonna watch, or are you just gonna chill in the in your private room and?
Oh no, yeah, I'm having all sorts of treatment done to me right now.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty. They begin to heat the pool with magic, and it becomes uncomfortably hot. Not so much that it damages you, but like hotter than you would probably want to stay in for any length of time. Those of you who are resistant to fire, it does not bother you at all. The rest of you, it is very, very hot. All right, they ask that you step underneath the waterfall and lay down on the rocks that have been placed below the waterfall. As you're doing this, you see all manner of tiny fairies begin sort of rising up from the nearby trees and rocks, and they begin to flit about, their beautiful lights kind of trailing behind them.
Are we lying on our backs or on our front?
On your front, so that the waterfall pounds against your backs.
Well, that's better. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be weird
Okay.
for me and you, Bubbles.
Oh, do you think Lift would have participated in this? I can't imagine.
yeah,
he wouldn't
for sure.
have. Okay.
100%.
Okay. Would he have cast deafness on himself? I'm thinking yes, probably.
I think he would have turned into a bunny, if anything.
All right. As you guys lay underneath this thing, go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh. Can I rage?
Would that help you?
It would give me a reroll if it's bad.
Okay. I mean, if you feel like you need to get angry about this, that's your right as a barbarian. These are some mad rolls, guys. Well done. Let's see. We'll roll for Owlbear. There we go. Wow. All right. Oof.
Didn't even need it.
Turg, not so good. I don't know if a pixie should have ever gotten underneath a waterfall with her 1 hit point. Yeah, she dies. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if your boy Phipps pulls through.
Tyriani's buried. Actually dead.
No, but she's definitely pounded into unconsciousness pretty quickly.
Okay. Just baby bird her. Just baby bird her a good bear. She'll be fine.
Fair enough. Bubbles, in addition to the Constitution save that you just made, I need you to make another one because of your devil fruit.
Damn.
All right. You are actually enjoying the feeling of the water pounding against your back when you suddenly go completely rigid, like a board.
Fuck.
Claxmus, you feel him go completely rigid as a board. Go ahead and give me another Constitution save, Bubbles.
Claxmus, move out.
Move out.
Alright,
Get him out.
Oh, okay, hold on.
All right, you
Does not sound too
begin
good
turning
back
to
there.
stone. Okay. Oh, and Claxmus, you abandon the mission. All
I
right.
take him with me,
All right, fair enough.
and then I put him.
So this one looks over at you and says, "What are you doing? If you leave, you will not get the blessing."
Well, sometimes friendship is worth more than blessing. So I'm gonna put the captain. I'm gonna put the captain on the thing, and if I can't get back in, I can't get back in. That's fine. But if I can't get back
Here.
in, I will get back in.
We will take him. Go. So they take the captain from you and sort of carry him back to shore.
Okay.
All right. You guys stay there, letting the viscous and warm water of the waterfall pound against you. You can feel your body absorbing whatever this liquid is. It feels like good, but kind of bad at the same time. Sort of like oil, like lotion type stuff being absorbed into your skin, but like in like the amount of quantity that like is no longer comfortable kind of deal. The water continues to heat up. The waterfall continues to pound against you, crushing you against the rocks. Finally, the rocks cool, and the woman from House Rabbit says, "Now you have been blessed by Yao Hyo. You will feel incredible in the morning."
Feeling pretty good right now, to be honest.
I probably
Alright.
don't feel good because I feel like I've been cooked, like a crab.
Yeah, look a little pink there, crab cake.
All right, fair enough. Anyone who got a Constitution save of 15 or higher, hold on to that number. And anyone that got a Constitution save of 20 or higher, hold on to that number.
All right.
That doesn't include me, I'm imagining.
You did not stay for the full treatment.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. So, the night passes. You guys are, whatever you would kind of expect from a fancy spa package. You kind of get, especially a fancy spa package run by Hooker Rabbits. There is a lot of screaming. The screaming goes on late into the night. All right. Do you have any other business here at the Yao Hyo Herbal Spa? Any investigations? Any queries you'd like to make?
Well,
Any roleplay
Like,
opportunities that I may have missed out on for you? Or with each other?
when we were here, were there any notable people from the house of the monkey or the snake?
Like, when you say notable, what are we dealing with here?
Like just anyone that didn't look like they were just a peasant.
I got you. You're seeing if there's any fancy people. So you're maybe like kind of asking around if there's anyone here that is fancy. Less and less people do speak Valorian. This, like a day's travel away from Shozu. But you could kind of gravitate towards the people that do. That might be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So asking around, it seems that most people right now are actually afraid to travel too much further than this. Of all the non-Krokans that you see here, you kind of ask around and you get the general feel that these are people who are affluent enough to get away from Shensu Bay, but are afraid to travel any further. Because with the crisis that's going on right now, most of the military force is being used to sort of control what happens within the city itself. And so the countryside is becoming more and more wild. Monsters and other mischievous or evil spirits are in more abundance now out in the wild areas, as well as your standard like bandits and things like that. So the individuals here are sort of the more adventurous, I guess, of the noble houses, and they had to get out of the city for like peace of mind, essentially. Some of them are landowners over the different rice fields and other farmlands in the area, and maintain estates closer to this bathhouse and kind of come here to relax in that way. As far as like anyone in particular that is just like a superstar local celebrity, there is this lady right here who is from the House of the Monkey. It is rumored that her father is a powerful captain and controls many merchant vessels, and may or may not have ties to the monkey mafia.
Oh. Would she be getting like a spa treatment while we were getting it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that during the many hours that this package took to fulfill, you sort of made conversation with anybody that did speak a language that you shared. And this kind of represents the information that you guys were able to pick up as you were, well, at least those of you that were trying to gather information as you were going through and receiving the spot treatments and everything else.
Yeah. If given the chance, I would have liked to just casual conversation, just mention that we're foreigners, we were looking to go towards the mountains to take a look at the sites. And we heard that, people don't travel further beyond this area. Is there any reason or anything we should be looking out for if we were to head towards the mountains?
All right. And the main point of conversation is your essentially like assigned attendant, Wu Mei. And Wu Mei is this lady right here who has sort of been following you around and making sure that you're getting the proper treatment for people of your station, which is to say people with a lot of money. So you ask her why people haven't traveled, or are you specifically trying to get over to ask this lady questions?
Well, first I would ask Wu Mei if she's near us.
Oh yeah. She's near you all the time because again, she's the attendant that's in charge of you guys.
Yeah. Like what's beyond here that's making it so dangerous? Aside from, the banana pan.
Yeah, she looks at you and says, well, not much further from here is the swamp of the dead. It is an unsafe place. Normally, Shensu Bay sends heroes or soldiers to patrol and keep the creatures of the swamp from causing problems, but lately they haven't been making their patrols. They have not been keeping us safe. They stay in the city. From what I understand, it is because the richest among us demand, with their influence, to be protected at all costs, even the costs of the peasantry.
Oh, so the people that take the time to vacation here, and I point to the monkey princess.
Mhm.
They would not be as important as the people that are holed up in Shenshu Bay.
Oh, no, they have brought bodyguards with them, but simply not the I am looking for the word, the strength to handle some of the greater threats to the area, nor the interest to do so. Here in Chozu, everyone watches out for themselves.
It is a shame. This is such a wonderful place.
She kind of looks around and nods in agreement as, beautiful fairies made of light fly by and aromatic, like magenta water bubbles forth from springs. And yeah, I mean, it's gorgeous. But she kind of looks around and says, I suppose I have never tired of its beauty, though I do wonder if there are places out there beyond our shores that are different.
Well, we've seen many things on our travels. We've certainly seen different landscapes, but none that I could remember to be as beautiful as this. But perhaps they may be out there.
Yeah, she kind of looks down and is like, well, that is not for me to find out. At least not in this lifetime.
Hopefully you will find out one day.
I am sworn to work 3 lifetimes for the lords of House Rabbit before I can choose what my life is worth.
And this would be your first?
This is my first life in an ascended form. And she kind of shows it off because, she's not a frog anymore. And that means a lot to them culturally.
Well, all the best to you, Ume.
What's the lore behind this hero's blessing thing?
Oh, the lore behind the hero. Okay. So basically, long ago, there was a great hero, and he had to go fight a dragon. The dragon, like all dragons, was very good and kind, but he had been tricked by evil spirits and filled with rage. And his rage caused him to flood all of the nearby villages, make the rivers boil, and make the waterfalls come crashing down, causing avalanches and even more floods. Eventually, it was decided that someone needed to go and quell his great anger. There were 3 heroes who attempted to do such a thing. The first sought to use brute strength, but they were unable to do so. The second thought to use a silver tongue, but in the end, his rage was too great to hear the honeyed words of the second hero. But the third hero decided to take a different approach. They bathed in mineral oil, covering their whole body in its slimy, viscous substance. Then they went before the great river dragon and challenged him to a wrestling match. Because of the oil, the dragon could never hold them down, and eventually was exhausted by its efforts. In that exhaustion, clarity came, and its rage subsided. We honor the story because it teaches that there are many different paths to victory.
I would have went the first route because that's all I know.
I would have went the second route because that's all I know.
That is what makes this waterfall so special. It is not water at all, but a naturally occurring mineral oil that flows from high above in the hills.
I'm surprised that, turned me to stone then.
All right. Any other questions?
If they're not going to do anything, I would like to ask Wu Mei a few more things. But I'll let them talk first.
Anybody have anything else? Any inter-party conversations? I think Lift has finally joined us. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I had crazy stuff happen.
Oh, no worries. It's crazy time right now. They made the assumption that Lift would not want to turn down an opportunity to have mad sex with screaming rabbit people while receiving 100 GP spot treatment.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay.
So I guess it would be like Django, the whole time would be talking with Lift. It's like, yeah, while you were gone, I was able to work things out with Shivaka amazingly. That Fey lady, you would have been all over her, I'm sure. But she gave me this living diamond dragonfly, and I gave it to Shivaka, and, we knocked over some boxes in the cargo hold, I'll say that much.
Well, he's muted again.
Oh. Fair. All right.
Sorry, man. I'm literally just coming in. I'm trying to.
Oh, no worries.
Things.
You can catch up. So, as all this is transpired, you guys have received the hot rock waterfall treatment. You're kind of lounging in the basin of the waterfall here that sort of feeds some of these other springs. You see that Owlbear just sort of has his mouth open and is just sort of drinking the mineral oil infused water as it comes crashing down. And Sandara, I believe trained in medicine, is telling him that this is a very bad thing that he's doing. But he just sort of hoots at her through just mouthfuls of oily, sulfur water. She swims over to the captain and says, Captain Bubbles, I don't think Owlbear should be allowed to sleep indoors tonight.
Why?
Well, because mineral oil is like a natural laxative.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh, he's gonna poop like crazy.
He's gonna be inside out by tomorrow morning.
Owlbear, buddy. Owlbear.
He turns over to you. Hoot!
Hey, come here.
All right. He swims over to you. He does a backstroke, so he kind of looks like a ship, like a single-masted ship sort of thing, as he kind of backstrokes over to you.
Hey, so I got a really important job for you tonight.
Hoot!
Alright, so I need you to keep an eye on the outside of this building for us.
Hoot!
Alright, people can come and go as they please. But I need you to keep an eye. You know what I mean?
Okay. He looks at you. He's just glistening with oil. He's just slowly nodding his head like he gets it. He understands.
Gotcha. All right. Keep up the good work, bud.
All right. Then with the meeting over, he swims back over on his back and he just floats there with his mouth open, just drinking all the mineral infused oily water as it comes down.
That's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Wu Mei says to Anilora, we are not responsible for what happens to your friend if he drinks that much of the water.
Yeah, that's okay. We can barely keep a hold on him too.
It is inspiring to see a group with such wondrous variety.
Well, it was inspiring to see such a city, an island of such variety as well. Say, Wu Mei, you must hear a lot of rumors and gossip, being what you do and all.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was because my ears were so large.
No.
And then she lets out a nervous scream.
They're lovely, but I was wondering if you knew anything about that lady over there from the House of the Monkey.
That is Song Dai. She is sometimes called Princess Song because her father is a very influential ship captain and fleet admiral. She is what those in House Snake might call a bad bitch.
Do you happen to know the name of her father, this fleet admiral?
Of course I do. His name is Dong Dai.
And his ship, his colors would be...
Do you want to know the colors of each of the ships in his fleet?
Well, his main ship. Like, what's his fleet normally called or named after?
The colors that he flies are a red field with golden bamboo leaves. His primary ship is called, and she kind of like closes her eyes a little bit, trying to remember. I do not know, actually. It has never been my business to know names of ships.
Oh, that's all right. I was just curious because, well, we are travelers after all. Thank you for the information, Wu Mei.
I mean, if you're that curious about her father, you could try to talk to her.
Does she take kindly to people approaching her about such subjects?
She is wild and unpredictable.
You know who else is wild and unpredictable? Captain Bubbles.
I was about to say.
Captain Bubbles.
Yeah, oh, that's fair.
Thank you, Wu Mei.
I will stand to the side, and until you need something, wait for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell the captain. Hey, Captain, are you feeling less stony?
Yeah, I think I'm softening up. What's going on?
So I noticed there's a lady from the House of the Monkey over there. Do you happen to see her when you were in that little mafia group?
I'm gonna look her over. Do you think during my my expanded amount of time and in the Monkey Mafia,
you do remember that you were talking to some bigwig guy, and there was a painting of this girl on the wall, looking very like prim and proper.
is that
Pretty sure she's naked right now because there's this is at the spa, at the spa. But you kind of superimpose in your imagination like the kind of ceremonial dress that she was wearing in the picture onto her, and you're pretty sure that's her.
Is that before or after, like?
Not a lot of teal monkeys in your memory banks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there was like a picture, I think, of her hanging on some bigwig's wall, and then he started yelling, like a few minutes later, "Get away from my daughter! Stop talking to my daughter!" And I'm like, "Yo, Pops, cool it. Like, we're cool here." And then we had to run. So
You saw her father.
I don't know. No, I don't know if that was her. I don't know.
Well, Captain, her name is Princess Song, or Song Dai, and apparently her father is a fleet admiral, so he's kind of like you, except he's got more ships.
Well,
So,
Oh,
I mean-
Captain, are you gonna cash in on like the remind her of her dad kind of deal?
Oh,
that's what I was about to suggest.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
yeah, that works really well.
Yeah. All right, I'm down for this.
If you play your cards right, Captain, maybe you'll find your princess.
Huh. What do you mean?
Play your cards right. Maybe you can be her new daddy.
Captain, your princess was right here, in this castle, the whole time.
Go away, Phipps.
Was it Phipps?
No.
Was he the princess? Phipps, you are the princess.
He's wearing a dress.
Phipps dips down below the water, embarrassed. Senpai shot him down. It will be a long time before he gets the courage for confession number 3.
All right. Well, I'm naked already, so
Go get her, Captain.
Well, hang on. Wait. We gotta play this right. We gotta play this right. Claxness, walk next to me.
Okay.
So me and Clax are gonna walk past her, and I'm gonna say,
Lift wasn't here for the rabbit scream, so I'm gonna turn it back on for Lift.
oh God.
I've heard rabbits.
All right. Well, with this beautiful siren in the background.
I muted Groovy too, so it doesn't matter.
Oh Lord.
It sounds like a man.
Sounds
do
like
I
a man
stop it?
dying, yeah.
How do I
Yeah.
stop this?
There's dude rabbits here. Everybody's represented. Don't worry.
It sounds like a very altered Wilhelm.
God, I had that at
No.
100 and something percent.
All right. So, oh gee, hang on, I gotta mute.
I just had to. It's so bad.
All right. So,
Snuggly
Clax.
was handing out deafness spells. Did you could have signed up for them? Anybody that mutes their channel, I'm assuming, is deafening their. That's some live action roleplay right there. No. If you can't handle it, I understand.
all right. So, Clax and me are gonna walk past, right? And I'm gonna say pretty loud, act like we're having a conversation. Yeah, and then we'll move the fleet into position.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll
All-
attack.
Yeah, then we'll attack. With all 8 ships.
I think
He's the father I never
you're missing 2 more ships. It's 10 ships.
Oh,
guys.
10.
The
All
ones that we
10
just
ships.
added. Remember?
Ah, I forgot about those. Thank you, Clax. We got so many now. I lose count. I'm gonna say that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she looked over, obviously able to understand Valorian and sort of listening in, and then sort of situated herself back in her in the pool.
All right, I'm gonna make eye contact for a second, and I'm gonna wink. I'm gonna give her that wink, and then we'll keep on walking, and then we'll go over to Is there like a place where we can drink or something like that?
Oh, they just bring the drinks out to you.
Oh, alright. So I guess we'll sit somewhere and we'll get drinks.
Yeah, drinking copious amounts of alcohol while you're in hot spring, that's medically a really smart thing to do. So.
Is that true?
No, it's very dangerous.
Oh, great.
Yeah. All right. I will say that because of your devil fruit and the humidity, you are moving like an old man with rheumatism. Like this.
I got osteoporosis.
Yeah, you are very stiff. You are very stiff.
Is he running? Are you walking around with a stiffy too?
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any bones in a gorilla's wiener. But I mean,
it's like a dog, right?
I'm not Googling it again. I know more about animal wieners than I should. All right, so I'm gonna have to mute it too. It's finally driving me insane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't know how your character's able to spend the night here, honestly.
I imagine like it's like the air horn siren.
Eventually you get used to it.
Yeah, you just stop hearing it at a certain point.
You just become blind to it.
Noise blind. All right. Yeah. So.
If only there was a word for noise blind.
Wow. Yeah. What could it be?
I don't want to be like because I don't want to be deaf.
Oh, sound off. Sound off.
Sound off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So as you kind of head away, this individual kind of comes up to you and says, "You seem to be a very interesting old man."
I'm not that old.
The woman I serve and protect would very much like to meet you. Are you? Have you heard of she who is called Song Dai?
I have not. Who is this?
She motions over to the teal monkey.
Yes, I would like to meet her. That would be swell.
Step this way carefully, grandfather.
I'm not old.
And she gives you like a strong arm to hold on to.
Captain Grandpa, just make sure you take your pills before you do anything.
I don't want to turn to stone.
Careful here. These rocks are very slippery.
Oh God.
I would not want you to fall and break your hip.
I won't.
Here, I will pick you up and place you in the water so that you don't damage yourself.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Dead weight.
Don't do that.
How deep is the water?
It's for soaking. You're not submerged, but you are slow now. All right, Song Dai looks over at you, and she smiles.
I give her a smile back.
How old are you?
I'm like 15.
She seems like kind of confused. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a disease?
No, I've eaten the fruit of the devil. Yeah. And then I don't know if I could use a little bit of my devil fruit power, but I'm gonna show her my vine hand.
My uncle is said to have eaten a devil fruit.
Oh yeah. What does this do?
Oh. It allows him to change his size.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was a plant, I could do that.
Yes, it is said that he can achieve nearly any size, supposedly.
Wow, this actually seems pretty useful.
I don't know if the stories are true, though. I haven't seen him in a long time. He and my father, they had a great fight when I was very young. And my uncle, he left and never returned to Chosun.
What is your uncle's name, if you don't mind my asking?
His name is K. Dai.
Now I have a token of knowing pirate shit that I got
Mm-hmm.
The freebooter loot.
Okay.
Can I use one of those? Or can I use that to get advantage on a pirate check?
Sure.
Like pirate history check?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, yeah. You have heard of K-Dai. K-Dai spent many years sort of sailing about as a pirate. A former noble or noble adjacent individual. He was mistaken by many of the apes of the Cursed Valley as one of their own, and lived among them for a time. During that time, in order to ingratiate himself to the people, he changed his name from K-Dai to Kevin.
Was he the Kevin? The Kevin of legend? Oh.
Kevin was like the John Michael Brittany of the Cursed Valley. Yeah, as far as names went. But Kevin, as he was then known, eventually left the Paradise Vale and returned to the Shackles, wherein he continued a life of piracy, all the while trying to gain enough strength, influence, and allies to return home and defeat his brother, whom he had had a falling out with long ago. The desire to best his brother is said to have been his only motivation in life.
Alright, no, I'm going to tell her that I have heard of her uncle. And that he was a great pirate among the seas.
Ah, my father has no use for pirates.
Why that?
He is the admiral of the defensive fleet of Shenshu Bay.
Well, perhaps we shouldn't be talking, otherwise I might be getting myself in some trouble.
She gives you a coy smile and says, I do what I want.
As do I.
But if my father knew that you are a pirate, he would require from you a great amount of money to spare your life. That is how honorable my father is.
Well, I don't know if we'll do that. But it does sound pretty honorable.
If you are a pirate, why are you so far from the sea?
Well, piracy isn't all killing people, taking their shit, and leaving. Sometimes we're just looking for a bit of fun. We heard about the problems around here with the bananas. So.
Oh, she kind of winces and says, "Yes, that is why I left the city.
Mm-hmm.
My father has become obsessed with trying to resolve the issue to the point of near madness."
Really?
He is convinced that many of the people close to him have been deliberately infected with the madness. Poisoned, as it were.
It's very odd. Well, regardless...
He insisted that I leave and stay here, keeping somewhat of a low profile.
Well, you appear to be doing a very poor job of that.
She seems affronted, but, playfully so, and says, It is a small place. It is hard not to shine bright when you're as beautiful as I am.
Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, we'll be clearing up this whole banana trouble for you guys pretty soon. So, if that makes you feel any better. That way
she kind of raises an eyebrow. Oh, and how do you intend to do that? At a spa?
Well, that's just for tonight. We thought we'd take a break before heading up the mountain. We think what's causing the banana problems might lie.
Up the mountain? There are many.
I'm gonna. Do I remember the name of the mountain? It's very difficult.
It's Kong Yang Mountain, Captain.
Kong Yang. Thank you. Thank you, Honor Lord. It's Kong Yang Mountain. That's the.
Oh. She doesn't seem to register that one way or the other as being important.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know anyway.
This goat leans into Claximus and says, how long have you been a bodyguard for this ancient gorilla?
Few months now.
Aren't you, Claximus, the former gladiatorial fighter?
Current gladiator fighter. We just did a really big fight against 3 hydras less than a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, in Little Apara.
Correct.
We have heard of that battle. It is a shame I must protect my mistress, or I would challenge you, here and now.
I mean, it's a friendly bout. Like, well, I understand you won't want to get hurt because then you want to be able to. I got you.
I see.
Same, I guess. Yeah.
It is because if anything happened to my charge while I was indulging in my own desires, it would be very bad for me.
I got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this like your first life as a goat? I've always been a crab.
Yes, there are no crabs in our celestial zodiac. And she kind of looks at you a bit dismissively, like crabs ain't shit. It's kind of the yeah.
Do you doubt that then?
So, while you guys are discussing that, Lift and Django. Django, you are catching Lift up on your relationship situation. Lift, you can rest easy now. Django has repaired his relationship.
Yeah, she tried to act all cool about it. You know, I hand her the dragonfly. She's like, "Oh, this is so ugly. I hate it." I saw right through that.
She was just playing hard to get, like most ladies, Django.
Yeah, but I had to keep that old guy from having to butt in. He's like, "I can help you move those boxes if I want." And I'm like, I swear, that old guy can't take a fuck.
Wait, you're not talking about the captain, because he looks mighty old today, too.
No, not the captain, that gnome.
The old, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Fuck that guy.
He is super mean. Oh. Jesus. I mean, I'd rather have him than
the worst.
I'm in a spa, but I've had a tough day, so
Fair.
So I'm a little on edge.
Yeah. But you missed the part where you got like spa treatment and people fed you food for like 2 hours before having you lay on hot rocks underneath a waterfall made of mineral oil.
Man.
Yeah.
I wish it seems like that was so long ago. So long ago.
Oh well. All right. So, Bobbles, are you trying to take this conversation in a particular direction? Are you trying to get more information out of her? What's the situation?
I don't care about any of the information. I'm just trying to sweet talk her.
Oh, you trying to smash? Is that what's going on here?
Well, not just smash. This lady. She's a high quality lady. Just can't do that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's been here for days. She's super bored. A self-proclaimed and by repetition bad bitch. You're a super old man who knows of her pirate uncle that had a falling out with her father. Like her dad would have 16 different heart attacks if he found out what she was doing. It's an automatic success.
Oh, cool.
All right. Is anyone else trying anything or looking for any information before you settle in for the evening? Snuggly, like, how are you doing?
I have had like every treatment possible done to me.
Okay. Did you like take care of it yourself, or was it like once the party left, you were like discretion kind of deal?
Well, so I rented like a private chamber or whatever, and then just like any treatment that they offer, I'm like, yeah, do that next.
Okay, fair enough. As long as it didn't involve laying underneath the waterfall.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Just checking in. Make sure you're doing okay over there.
There is one thing that I'd like Django to do.
Okay.
Before settling in for the night. He would go up to the lady at the front desk and say, like, I know this may seem like a bit of an odd question, but you seem like a smart lady. Maybe I might be able to get your help with something.
Do you think I am smart because I wear glasses?
That's
or
part
because
of it.
I have a clipboard?
It's a bit of a package deal, but you know, if you don't think you're smart enough to help me, that's fine. I'm sure I can find someone else. And I act like I'm trying to walk away.
Okay, she lets you walk away.
And then I turn back around and say, like, well, just to see, I take off my hat and sort of turn it around, and I show her the inside. It's got the two labels on it.
Okay.
One that's written in common. It says property of custom made for Calvin Candy.
Sure.
And the other one is written in another language that Django does not understand. It's like, do you happen to know what language this is on this label here?
She kind of peers at it. No. I only know Crocan, Valorian, and Primordial.
Just sort of nod, put the hat back on my head. It's like, oh, that's quite all right. I'm around seeing if I might be able to find out who made this, but I don't want to take up any more of your time. You have a good night now.
Okay. I am curious why you would ask a stranger to help you read a hat.
Well, I've been trying to figure out who made this. Without getting into too much detail, I can't really ask the former owner.
Mm-hmm. Because you murdered him?
I just sort of chuckle to myself, say under my breath, I'm like, yeah, I wish. No. He, let's just say he took quite a bit from me, and I just figured taking this from him would at least help even the score a little bit.
You took a hat from a man to even a score.
Not just the hat. I took this lovely little thing too, and I show the necklace pendant with the saltwater taffy logo on it.
Okay. Okay. She kind of like looks at it, looks at you. Are they magical? I don't understand.
It's really more sentimental value.
Ah. Are you seeking companionship? I can have someone sit and listen to you talk.
You know, that would be lovely. Is there anyone you would recommend?
Yes, of course. And they find you a lovely young rabbit, and they act very convincingly, like they would like you to talk to them all night.
And we spend all night talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, that's a relief to them. Probably not to you, because the screaming starts.
Oh my god.
In earnest. Yeah. Here, I'll throw it on to Groovy 3 so that you guys can still hear it. So.
Oh my god.
All right.
You don't have to.
It's such a clash with the chill music.
I'm so glad I have that muted.
Yeah, Mr. DM, you're working hard enough already. You don't have to do that.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. If that is the case, unless anybody has anything else they need, that would be the end of the.
I'd like to see who wants to take bets on how large of a shit Owlbear's gonna take.
Oh wow, yeah. Everyone except Torini, who is mostly dead, is down for that.
All right. I'm saying it's gonna be like a couple hours long.
A couple hours long?
Yeah, he's gonna have that. He's gonna have that bad of the shit.
Oh, Sandara's like, I thought you meant literally how long it was gonna be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, we could do that too. Like, you know what? I'm gonna say, he's had a lot to eat today.
Because medicinally, he's got to have at least 150 feet of large intestine, right?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna say 3 feet long.
3 feet.
3 feet.
3 feet.
I'm gonna put 30 gold on 40 feet.
Now,
40 feet of just like one shit?
How do you measure a puddle in feet?
Like one consecutive shit.
No, in total.
Oh, in total? Oh, I got you.
Sandara looks over at you, Lift, and says, Lift, he drank like 50 gallons of mineral oil. It's gonna be like a solid shit. It's just gonna slide right out of his body.
Okay.
We could put like Google eyes on it and trick people into thinking it's a snake.
I go for 20 feet.
20 on 20? Okay. Any other takers?
Yeah, I'm gonna put 20 on 15.
All right, 20 on 15 feet. Okay. All right. Anyone else?
Wu Mei, what do you think?
I'm gonna ask the captain. Hey, Captain! It looks like you're getting ready to get to business, but how big a shit you think Owlbear's gonna take?
30 meters.
What the fuck's a meter?
30 feet. Just do 30 feet.
Blew it up.
Okay. How much you betting, Captain?
10 gold. 10 gold.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone?
I'm gonna ask Wu Mei if she wants to get in on the action.
Oh wow, Wu Mei is disgusted by this.
I'll pay for you.
She seems confused. You'll pay for me for companionship? Or you'll pay for me to bet on the size of your friend's shit?
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that.
I'll give you 10 golds to bet. If you win, then you get another 10 gold.
Are you paying me to bet as a form of companionship?
Yes.
No, I'm...
Yes, just say yes.
Yes. Just bet,
yes.
lady. Jesus, it's supposed to be fun. You're making it unfun.
I would say, if she just looks over, her face just kind of contorting in disgust, like beneath her fur, kind of turning like a greenish color, as Owlbear kind of dips below the water, and then you just see like massive like fart bubbles come up and like break the surface. And she says, I don't know, 10 gold that it will be 7 feet. But he needs to get out of the sacred waters immediately.
Owlbear.
All right, he surfaces. Hoot! And you just hear like this loud kind of rumble coming from his stomach, like.
I think there's a wild squirrel in the forest.
Woot. And he starts swimming over.
I
And he
raise
just-
my hand quickly. I am not measuring, not it.
And he
touch my nose, not it.
as
Got
he
it.
goes past Bubbles, as he goes past you and Song Dai, he like whips around to like say good night to you. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oof. He hits Princess Song Dai upside the head with his massive dong. She plunges into the water. Her bodyguard immediately begins rolling initiative for combat. You, however, experienced with this situation, quickly get out of the way. Does anybody have anything they want to do before we roll into combat?
I want to say like it's just his dick. It's too. He's
Sorry. I'll be like, stand down.
Come on, Captain. You could have caught her.
All right.
I was going to try.
Song Dai sputters to the surface and looks around confused, her eyes crossed, tiny stars sort of floating around her head. Owlbear begins to skip away, and the bodyguard just watches confused.
He's an idiot.
Apparently.
Yeah. Like he's got problems.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you guys keep talking to him in common, and he's a giant.
He speaks
giant.
owls.
He speaks giant.
Speaks owl. I always thought he spoke owl.
All right, who was the last one to say not it? It was Phipps, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah, it was probably Phipps.
This sucks for Phipps.
All right, so Phipps will have to measure the shit tomorrow. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Poor Phipps. All right. You guys settle in for the night?
Yeah, just one last thing, just
Oh,
throughout
sure.
all the chat that I've had with Wu Mei, do I get the sense that she wants a life of adventure if she did not have a debt to pay?
Oh, absolutely.
Or no?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Then I would ask her, how much would it be to pay back your debt?
She looks around because, you know, this is kind of an inappropriate thing to ask. And she says, well, you cannot put a monetary value on 2 lifetimes.
Yeah, I could.
But I suppose you could speak with my mistress and ask her if she could put a price on it.
I will speak with the captain, and perhaps, if this is something that you would like, when we get back, we will discuss with your mistress.
Okay. Her mistress is the lady with glasses.
Oh.
Tang Chun.
I just want to point out, when we first met her and she adjusted her glasses, I adjusted my glasses in response.
Oh damn! You know who missed it? Yeah,
Claximus missed it.
Claximus. Oh man.
Oh man! All right, he's just realized they adjusted their glasses because he has an 8 intelligence. And he's just like he's catching up, and he's gonna go ahead and try.
All right.
Let's see. I hope I don't lose it in the water.
You've got this, boss. You've got this.
Was it a dexterity check? I don't even know. It's bad.
Yeah, they fell in the water, boss. They're gone.
Oh no, my glasses! which way did they fall?
I didn't see. I was distracted.
I put my face underwater because I have underwater vision.
I keep seeing Analora's pert naked body with her chemically enhanced breasts, and it makes me just sick to my stomach, boss. All right, you
Underneath
begin looking for your glasses. All right. So the evening passes. Claximus spends all night looking for his glasses. Bubbles bangs another royal NPC. Lift, do you spend the night surrounded by screaming bunnies alongside your buddy Django?
Yeah, is there anything I can stuff in my ears?
I mean, like, you could find Snuggly and see if he's still willing to cast deafness on you.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to rip off some rabbit fur and shove it in my ears.
All right, fair enough. The night passes poorly. There's a lot of screams. Around 2 in the morning or so, the screams die down and are replaced by rabbit snores, which are much cuter. All right. In the morning, you guys find Owlbear. He is not looking well, and next to him is the shit that he birthed in the night. We will see just how big it is. All right.
Fitz, I have a very important job for you.
Oh, Captain, you know I'd do anything for you. What do you need me to do?
Hey, take this measuring tape and go measure that shit.
I didn't think that was a shit, Captain. I thought maybe Owlbear had knocked down a tree in the night.
You'd be mistaken.
Is there Okay.
And he takes the tape and he morosely heads over to the massive shit.
Just pretend it's a tree.
All right, let's see. Okay. All right. So, are we doing this Price is Right style, like the closest without going over, or are we just doing the closest, like over or under?
Closest.
Closest over or under? Okay.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Here we go. I'm going to say... All right, here we go.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh, Captain.
that is a shit.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh no, no.
You have posted 2 pictures of crap this week.
Owlbear looks so tranquil, but he also looks kind of emaciated, like he actually just gave everything he had to make that shit.
I'm not even
Right,
mad.
so
I
all the
lost
money
after
goes
the
to the captain.
All right. I'll mark
I
off
did
my
that.
gold.
Did I win?
Yeah, you won.
Woo! How much did I win?
You got 20 gold from me, 20 from
lift.
Lift, 20 from 30 from Sanalora, and 10 from somebody else. I don't remember.
Also,
All right.
Plus, if
I'd like
whatever
to
the NPCs if they participated.
I'd like
say
to
that?
shake Owlbear. I'd like to shake his hand.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'll throw in for Sandara here. She bet on 17, 10 gold. So another 10 gold for the captain.
Can you guys like go through that one more time? I didn't have my character sheet open.
Let's see.
90 gold, and then including your 10 is 100. So just add 90.
All right. Yeah, so impressed is everyone by this shit that they leave it there as sort of an oddity for people to sort of marvel over.
Did they put like a sign on it?
Yeah. Owlbear sobs when you tell him he can't take it with him.
No, Owlbear.
It's like leaving a child.
It's not a baby.
I mean, 33 feet. Let me see. Hold on.
That's amazing.
That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there you go. There's him and his massive shit.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
It is. It
Neat.
is. All right. Yeah. So everybody, when you wake in the morning, because you participated in the ceremony, etc., 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 you do feel bolstered by what has transpired. So you gain the benefits of a heroic feast for the next 24 hours. Those of you who made it through the entire thing, no matter what your saving throw was, you do to gain the benefits of a heroic feast. Those of you who had a 15 or higher on your saving throw, you gain the benefits of heroic feast for the next 2 days. And those of you who had a 20 or higher, which does include lift, you have the benefits of a heroic feast for the next 3 days.
Sweet.
Nice.
And what is a heroic feast?
Oh,
If you just search Hero's Feast in the little search thing, it'll tell you.
Okay.
yeah.
It's a spell.
Hero's Feast. You are cured of all diseases and poison. You become immune to poison and being frightened. You get advantage to all wisdom saving throws.
Nice.
And your hit point maximum has increased by 7. So your maximum HP has increased by 7. And you gained 7 hit points at the same time.
Oh, okay. And if you had a 20 or higher, it's 3 days.
Correct.
Alright. Bring up the character sheet to keep track of that.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh man, I get this immunity to poison and Shivaka's not here. Aw.
Oh. Well, you
We'll
have it for
survive.
24 hours. You could just give up on the adventure, go back to the ship.
That is tempting, but y'all need me too much.
Fair. All right. If that is the case, I guess you continue on to the swamp of the dead. Unless you wanted to speak with this lady on the way out about 2 lifetimes worth of service, or are you just gonna maybe do that on your way home?
I was thinking we would do that on the way home because I don't
Okay.
want Wume to die.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. So you leave this place and you head back into the wilds of Chozu. All right. As you head back into the wilds of Chozu, you do come across the swamp. The swamp surrounds the lower foothills of the mountain in all directions. It is dark and ominous. The trees, mostly willows, seem to move at a speed that you can actually see, because trees do move. But it's creepy. It has a very malignant and menacing aura about it. Beyond the swamp, you can see the fire-blasted foothills, and then beyond that, you can see the mountain itself. Occasionally, just fucking rocks fall down the mountain, straight out of like a Zelda game. How would you like to proceed?
Carefully.
Okay. Amen. All right. You carefully continue. I guess you're gonna head into the swamp, yeah?
I mean, it's on the way, right? Like,
Well, it goes swamp, foothills, mountain. Yeah. I didn't know if
Well,
you.
yeah.
Is
I
there a
didn't know if you-
path? Is there a path through the swamp, or is it just swamp?
I mean, maybe a local guide could have shown you a path through the swamp. You did not seem to hire a local guide, though.
No, I guess we'll rely on survival skills.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. The most disturbing thing about the swamp is that a lot of these trees seem to have very humanoid-like parts. You occasionally see like faces in the trunks. You see like hands and fingers at the end of like long sweeping branches. As you sort of head in to the swamp proper, go ahead and as a group, one of you give me a survival check with advantage.
I've got a +0.
I have a +0.
I'm at -1.
I've got 3.
I have a +6 to survival, and I'm like proficient in it.
Oh, what am I doing? Just literally a marsh song?
Then yeah. Then it sounds like you.
Okay.
Bro.
There we go.
Natural 20.
All right. Slowly but surely, you lead everyone through the swamp.
I spoke to the plants. They told me to go this way.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that. Yeah. So you could speak two-way to the plant, or the plants can understand you, or can you understand the plants also?
Let me look.
You can speak with plants. When you do so, all charisma checks are made with advantage. Well, shit. All right. At your discretion, give me a persuasion, intimidate, or deception to represent your overall conversation with the plants of the Swamp of Death. Well, shit. Yeah. All right. What are you trying to accomplish in your conversations with the swamp?
Well, at first I wanted to validate my natural 20 by asking them, "Hey, what's the safest route through the swamp?"
Okay.
Secondly, what kind of creatures lie in the swamp?
And
then also, is there anything beyond the swamp that they could tell me about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the swamp is full of these trees with the people parts, and the trees begin to just weep openly when you speak to them. And they say, Are you speaking to us?
Aye.
You are not afraid of us?
No, why would I be afraid of you?
Because we hunger for your blood to nourish our soil.
Yeah, everybody does.
We seek to impregnate you with our fruits, to turn you into more of our kind.
Well, I'm already kind of a plant, so I prefer to stay at the level of plant I'm at for the moment.
Oh. You are very confident. And you can move about so freely.
Mm-hmm.
You see one of the plants kind of reach up with its withered hand branch and cover one of its faces, and it's like, oh, he's so cool.
Yeah. Well,
they all kind of whisper to each other, and they to the rest of the party, it just sounds like the rustling of wind through the leaves or whatever. And they say, because you are so confident and so cool and showed no fear, we will spare you and your allies.
Does this include our trip back?
Ooh, and you are clever. No.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll talk some more. Maybe work out a deal or something.
Besides our kind, the swamp is full of angry kami spirits. They hunger for flesh and blood. They will rise up when the sun sets. During the day, it is only we you must fear. And the leeches.
Oh, shit.
But the leeches can be avoided if you avoid the deep water.
Could you show me where the deep water is?
They teach you, because of your amazing survival / persuasion / plant powers, how to determine deadfalls and quicksand and all that stuff. The lesson takes about an hour. Is everyone willing to wait an hour while Captain Bubbles stands there talking to trees?
Sure.
Whatever the captain wants.
Yeah, I guess so. Captain, are there any useful plants that I can dig up around here? Ask him.
Nah, you don't want that, right? You don't.
Do you ask him or no?
No, God, no.
Okay, fair enough. With this information and these checks, you can circumvent the swamp.
I would like to do that.
Okay, fair enough. You arrive in the foothills about 3 hours later.
Yeah, so we should not go through that place at night, Onalord.
Sure.
Yeah, like, for sure.
All right. In the foothills of insurmountable burns, it is made mostly of sharp and jagged stone, blasted by heat. Looking around, you do not see any of the creatures responsible for these fiery blasts.
What does the ground look like? Is it uneven cliffs?
It's your standard like rocky, hilly terrain with occasional sharp rocks jutting from the earth, kind of thing. In a steady incline that leads higher up the mountain.
Do we get the sense that anything might be burrowed underneath the land?
Go ahead and either give me an investigation, survival, or knowledge nature. One of you could roll for the group with advantage. You can juice up with guidance and any of that other stuff that you guys like to do.
I could do investigation. I have +7. Lift, do you have guidance?
Yep.
All right. Oh, yeah. +1. So 18.
Okay. 18 is pretty good. You do get the feeling that, yes, whatever these creatures are that were described to you, they can, in fact, burrow beneath the earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the party a heads up. It seems like whatever it is that's blocking our path might be hidden. Do you guys want to just lure them out somehow?
Is there any way around it? Or is it...
You guys would know by now, especially with a druid in the party, that if these are in fact creatures who live primarily underground, the easiest way to avoid detection would be to fly, levitate, teleport, or essentially do things that would not expose you to the ground.
Do we have the option to fly? I turn to our wizard.
What?
Can you fly?
Do I look like I have wings?
No, but okay. What Turg could do, could he ritual cast Tensor's floating disc? And that carries like 500 pounds, right? That would carry like 3 of us.
Correct, yeah.
I can levitate Claximus, and he can carry like another person. A lift could just turn into a bird.
Not yet.
No? Oh. You could turn into a tiny creature.
I could.
I mean, we got a whole B team. I don't think we're gonna get past.
Karina can polymorph.
Let's just chill by the waterfall.
No, she's still alive.
No, Sharina had a long rest.
What about like really, really hard ground?
I would imagine like tremor sense like it does in that. Like true hard ground might be better.
Is it like open fields, or are there trees and...
You want me to just take you over to a map that would be sort of representational of the area?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Sure. Let's see. Since we didn't even get to use my swamp map, but that's fine. Whatever. I'll get you on the way back.
Get those college students. Get those college students to go there through.
All right. All right. Is everybody able to see or no?
I'm blind.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, no.
Hello,
Alright.
darkness, my old friend.
All I see is
Oh,
darkness
thank God.
before
There's
me.
no screaming bunnies out here. I can finally think again.
Yeah, it's like I think my eardrums have finally cleared up from all of that.
Yeah, so you guys would be like, you know, down here-ish. Again, this is just representational of most paths through the foothills.
I still don't see
Still all
anything.
black.
Can't see anything.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm using my imagination, but
Hold on.
there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool.
Okay, so we're not going to swing branch to branch.
No.
Yeah. I mean, these are like rocky foothills, so there's barely any trees or brush.
I mean, are we like in store for like the movie Tremors here?
Yeah. I mean, you remember like the blast-ended snoots from Harry Potter? Yeah, it kind of has that vibe going on.
Well, we can either try to take the path, or I can take out some rope, some pythons, and we can just try to take the most direct path. But it looks like we're gonna fight either way.
I mean, Tensor's floating disc could take us literally one at a time.
I mean, that's not gonna work because we're like already here. We're literally on the map, like as people.
Well,
go
I remember
over.
I brought you over to the map because you guys wanted a better idea of what was going on.
But what I mean is,
what-
like, we're still like, you know, there. Like, even if one person gets across, they could still get us. There's nothing stopping them. Like, they can still feel our footsteps. It's not like we're gonna stand still the whole entire like hour to get across.
Can we like throw out a bunch of like rocks or something and distract them?
Oh yeah, what if we blast like over here and cause like an avalanche?
Yeah.
And then, like,
And over
while
there.
that's happening.
Well,
These are all things you could do. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Anything's possible within the
We're,
rules.
I don't think we're gonna walk straight there. I mean, there's got to be a way we could make like how loose do the rocks look? Would we be able to cause a small landslide on one side if we blasted it?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, if you blew up this some of the areas around here hard enough, it would definitely cause some rock slides to happen.
Yeah, like a big boulder, maybe we can knock it loose, and then we'll just use that to start moving across.
Yeah, because it's gonna cause so much noise, they're not gonna know where to go.
Yeah, and it might not take us all the way across, but at least we'll be able to lure some of them out so that they're not attacking us from below.
A little distraction. I like it.
Now we just need to figure out how to make the landslide.
Well, if you blast, if all of us hit one area, I'm sure we'll blow up enough like rocks to cause like at least a little bit of a landslide. That's all we need to move a little bit. Well, we might be able to only move our full movement, and then we'll have to stop and try it again, and just keep doing that over and over and over again until.
Yeah.
I also recommend we stick with cantrips for now.
Snuggly, Lift, you guys have any spells?
I'm
That
thinking
would-
like I could do call lightning and have it strike away from us over and over again in a spot.
What happens if we combine the Tensor's floating disc with the people who are shooting? That way they can constantly be shooting.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
clever.
And then since they'll never be on the ground, they never have to worry about things popping up and
then while we're shooting and providing a constant distraction, the people that don't can sneak their way across.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Might work.
All right, so who's going on the disc?
So the disc follows Vatur. I think it doesn't. He can't move it on his own.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right.
what we could do is put Vaturg on Claximus's back, and then so Claximus is walking in the lead.
Well, and then Claximus
then everyone on the disc.
So then while Vaturg is on Claximus's back, you could levitate Clax. And
Yeah.
so we stick levitating Clax in front of the disc and give him a little push. And then the disc would go up, bump Clax, and push him forward. It would just be like a
Well, I can move him.
Right? Locomotion. Well, you can only move up and down.
Oh yeah. Well, you know who knows how to move and levitate?
Wait, why don't we just tie a rope to Clax and tie a rope to the levitating disc?
Well, because
the disc is gonna move on its own.
Vaturg. So we don't have to worry about moving the disc. We just have to worry about moving Clax.
Got you. I see.
I mean, I could use like the grappling hook and just like throw it.
Yeah.
Pull.
But then that's
throw it.
creating
That's
an
make
impact
noise,
on the
yeah.
ground.
Yeah, but I could instantly cut that with my fingers. As soon as
True,
something.
but I
true.
really think that if you have Vaturg on the front of you and you like
Yeah,
push
the
your legs
tension-
back, I'm pretty sure we can just have it chase you and push you and be pulled towards Vaturg all at the
Yeah,
same
I-
time.
And if it fails,
Yeah.
Clax can use his grappling hook.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
not a bad
it'll
idea.
be like swimming.
All
I'm
right,
down
so that
for it.
takes care of Clax and Vaturg, and then on the disc it can hold to like 500 pounds.
500. Yeah.
So what are we like? Everybody but Owlbear and Bubbles at this point, or?
Bubbles is pretty light.
I mean, if I need to, I could turn into a mouse or like some mosquito or.
Can
Owlbear
you
is
can
gonna be
still
a tricky
call
person.
lightning while as a
Well,
mouse,
you could
right?
have Tarini polymorph Owlbear, and then
I
he'd
could.
be super
Yeah,
light.
yeah, there we go. Polymorph Owlbear into like a mouse, and then you can cast.
I
Well,
could
suppose
polymorph.
it's-
I can polymorph someone too.
But you need to call
Okay.
lightning, right?
Yeah, if you want me to call lightning, I can do that and change, and I can have the call lightning strike an area over and over again for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see if we need that extra polymorph.
Okay.
So I'll be concentrating on levitate.
I have Eldritch Blast. I can blast like a spot over and over again.
Just like
Yeah.
maybe like more than just like a spot over and over again. Make it feel like it's moving.
Yeah. I'm just
Sure.
for sure.
Oh, that's the D&D meme of the week, actually, is using Eldritch Blast to detect mimics, because Eldritch Blast cannot target objects per the writing of the spell,
Oh.
blah, blah, blah. So all these DMs are... Yeah, all these DMs are arguing like, so you just try to cast it on every chest, and then as soon as it works, you know that chest is a mimic. And I was like, that's why I don't play Adventures League.
Well, you have a
Um,
gun
if-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to Eldritch Blast a mountain, just Eldritch Blast the fucking mountain. I don't care. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who made the rules for, like, Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast that, like, the weave is like, sorry, I can't give you any force damage. That's not an object yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's not a creature. That's an object.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like Mistra doesn't. She's not that picky.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean,
So
it
looking
sounds
at
like you have a
this,
plan.
Clax and Vaturg are taken care of. Tarina can fly. If we morph Owlbear into something light, Lift can morph like Phipps into something light, and then Lift can wild shape into something light. At that point, I think all of us can fit on the disc and be under 500 pounds.
Okay.
Hold on though. Is polymorph concentration?
It is.
It is.
So I wouldn't be able to do polymorph.
Right, but if
and-
it is, at that point, if we can all fit on the disc, none of us are going to be touching the ground, so we don't need the lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just use the Eldritch Blast and the whatever gunshots.
Yeah,
Fireball
that we could do.
fair enough.
Also.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is what spells are for, right?
Hashtag problem song.
Yep. So Vaturg will ritual cast Tensor's floating disc.
Okay. He does so.
All right. We start. So let's see. On Allura, Django, and Bubbles and Snuggly. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And then I will cast Levitate on Claximus, who will hold Vaturg.
And then we're going to polymorph Owlbear and Phipps. And then Lift is going to wild shape.
All right. You guys have done an excellent job. You make it through without running into any of my flame lizards.
Yeah, boy!
Yes.
We just
That's what
completely
spells are
circumvented.
200 IQ.
Oh, they're like super cute though. Oh wow.
Can we at least see what they look
You
like?
want to.
We have
All
to come
right.
back.
You
at
you
some
would
point.
actually see them because the explosions of sound would definitely draw them to the area. So as you are firing at 120 feet from your current location
Mhm.
and like firing backwards as you guys move away from it, you do see these creatures burst forth from the ground, huge
Jesus Christ.
in size.
That's epic.
Yeah, there are 3 of them, and they converge on the sounds and begin just absolutely smashing and melting rocks as they blast fire from their face holes, stab things with their mighty horns, etc.,
It
etc.
looks more like a rhino than a
I thought you
lizard.
said they were cute.
They are
That's pretty
cute.
That is cute. That's pretty
I can
cute.
see the
Alright,
cute.
It's pretty awesome looking.
Yeah, they
Are
all
they
seem to have a
monstrosities?
shimmering aura of heat about them as well.
Are they monstrosities?
I mean, you'd have to kill one to find out.
Well, does Lift feel like he could transform into one?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Damn it! I got excited.
Yeah. Still, pretty cool. Well done, guys. All right. You make it through the mountains unhurt.
The sadness.
Don't
in
sound
your
so
voice.
hurt about it.
I feel like they shouldn't have told you that inspirational story about the oil wrestler. I feel like it's changed everything. All right. So, you continue on your journey. Doop, doop, doop. At least I got to look at that map. I'm starting to feel some Matt Mercer vibes. I didn't build my entire stuff out of like Dwarven Forge, like promised the sponsor that I'd show the map on air, but still kind of hurts a little. like I'm proud and I'm sad at the same time. Like watching your kid graduate. All right. You continue up the mountain. The mountain occasionally pulls a Mount Doom. It has random rocks that tumble down the mountains. Do you guys wish to be hit by these rocks, investigate these rocks, or avoid these rocks? Or some other option?
Avoid my rock.
Okay. Fair enough. Go ahead then and give me either a perception, one person for the whole group with advantage and juicing if they want, and then also give me a give me a survival check. Either one.
I have a +6 to survival.
I've got a 6 perception.
I think I have a 0 on both. So.
Okay, it's good that you at least threw that out there. Own your truth.
For consideration.
Yeah.
What do you
So either of you could roll.
I mean, I rolled last time. If you want to roll.
All right, and
Well, your survival is still better than mine. I'm at -1.
Oh God.
a little guidance action. I guess I could do it to myself.
Yeah.
Here we go. Plus this. 15.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
16.
16's pretty good. 16's pretty good. There's some close calls, but nothing so terrible as everybody getting smashed by rocks and knocked back down off the mountain or anything like that. As you continue to move your way up the mountain, you eventually catch sight as the sun is beginning to set back towards Shensu Bay, 2 days' journey from where you currently are. A monastery built into the side of the mountain. A small waterfall kind of pours out from a side garden. It looks like it would be very difficult to climb, but there are stone steps carved into the side of the mountain that seem to wind their way up and up and up and up to a sort of flat area barely beyond, just past your sight. You can sort of make out a doorway built into the side of the mountain. So
Okay,
two
so we're
potential entrances. One, winding stone steps that leads to a main entrance. Two, a garden of sorts at the top of a small waterfall that looks extremely difficult to climb.
All right, so we were told by Gao Zenkang we must climb to the top of Kongyang Mountain. There we will find a secret path that hugs the mountain closely. The entrance is guarded by a fat fool who is also powerful, for he is blessed by the kami to be invulnerable to all harm. So I think this is where we're at.
Correct, yeah. The winding path does sound a lot like the winding path that I have described.
All right, well, Gao Zenkang told us that we need to go up that path. So I guess we should head towards that one. Do you guys agree?
Let me check with my doll. Should I go up the path? Squeeze.
Oh shit, okay. You give it a squeeze? Okay. You hear the voice of the wise goat sage. It says, goats make a ba sound, right? That's what goats say? Help me out here. It's been a very long day.
You got it.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
you said last time. So.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. It says, bah, do what you want, when you want, and you will be rewarded.
I want. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Your lucky numbers are 5, 38, 16, 24, 7, 11.
No, it's too fast. Oh well.
I didn't catch the last one. Oh, 7.
7 to 11.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I like it.
He purchased a doll from the gift shop of the sage, because that's how they roll in Chozu, and it's been enchanted with a magic mouth. So when you squeeze it, it tells you great and wise advice.
It's like a talking magic 8-ball kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Fortune cookie.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start ascending the secret
But damn,
path.
that was pretty good advice. Do
It
what you
was.
want when you want. Yeah. Man, I kind of wish I had one of these dolls. Shit. All right.
Sounds like that should be our regular mantra.
Yeah.
I feel like that is his
It's the
mantra.
pirate motto right there.
Yeah.
All
Do what you
right.
want, because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
All right. I will bring you over to the mountain monastery. Oh, that's what's been driving me crazy all night. So, like, when I was making those tutorial videos, I had, like, my browser zoomed in so that, stuff would be bigger. but like when I'm actually running a game, I have like no real estate, and I was too tired to remember that I had zoomed in my browser. I was just like, this is my life now.
I did it earlier today, and I was like, why is my chat bigger than the overlay? I was like, I couldn't figure it out.
I'm
for
so
the longest
confused. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, you can do it, Roll20. There we go. Mountain Monastery. So, if you fall off this path, it is 500 plus feet.
Jesus.
If you do not know by now, I do not cap fall damage. So, that would be 50d6.
I can take it.
Because if there's no science in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, that means there's no terminal velocity.
Hey, did you guys prepare Featherfall?
So, look, that one's pretty good. Only 139 damage. Look at all the ones on that one. That's not too bad.
I could have survived that if I raged before I hit the ground.
Yeah. That one a little bit tougher.
I feel really good about these.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So it seems to be averaging out around, like, we'll say 170. So if
you could roll all ones, and I would still almost be instant permadead.
Have they invented base jumping here in this land?
Are you referring to the technique of using a teleport spell right before you hit the ground?
Sure.
Yes.
Excellent.
Because that is such a difficult maneuver to pull off, I do require a caster check to see if it succeeds. Yeah. I figure it's got to be at least as hard as casting counterspell.
Nobody fall off, please.
I don't want to. I'm gonna hug
I
the
wasn't
wall.
planning on it.
Okay,
I
well,
look at my furry friend. Are you gonna go first, my fleet-footed, gold dancing friend? I'm sure you could check the way better than most of us.
You think I could use my anchor axe as a grappling hook?
As a climbing pig?
Well, this is why we have
grappling hooks.
pythons, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have pythons?
Oh yeah, I got a ton.
Let me check.
I have 20 pythons.
We could secure rope with the pythons, and then
I'll just carry my grappling hook to prepare if I end up tripping and falling.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tie myself to Claximus with a rope.
That is a poor. I have no dexterity. You would be better to tie yourself to Bubbles, who can actually climb.
I can actually climb. Plus, I have bind whip that can probably save.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'll just ready my grappling hook.
All right, you're readying your grappling hook?
I take a look at the perilous climb, and I go,
Oh, this looks like it'll be a tough one.
and then I just start walking up the side with my slippers of spider climbing.
All right, fair enough. There are statues here of famous Chozu monks of the Slap School of Martial Arts. Do you walk over the statues, near the statues, or in any way interface with the statues?
Well, I'm right next to one, so I guess yes.
Okay. The statues seem to be mostly of Clan Monkey individuals.
Are they posing? Like, do I get to see the secret slap technique from these statues?
Each of them is simply raising one hand in a manner that says, "I will slap you."
Okay, so I try to mimic it. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Anyone that comes from a rougher home life, you have seen your mother do this exact pose when you were finally on her last nerve. So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyone that's been in a really bad relationship, you may have seen this pose when your SO is just about done with you. So, all right. But other than that, they do not animate and try to kill you or anything crazy like that.
Huh. I'll pay each one respect as we pass.
Okay, I dig it. You may begin moving your miniatures, I suppose.
But I don't wanna.
I mean, technically, we're almost at time, but time means nothing anymore. So I don't know if you guys want to play for a little bit longer, or if you want to call it before you get too engaged.
I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you say it in kind of a braggy way there, buddy. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to be working tomorrow. I shouldn't have had to work 3 times this week compared to everybody else who's worked big fat 0.
All right. As you approach, you hear someone singing in Croken. It is very beautiful. I wish I had a clip of it, but I guess if somebody has like on speed search like Chinese opera singing, like that's kind of what it sounds like.
Oh, that's unique.
It's awesome. Let's
I like it.
Yeah. It's better than rabbits screaming.
Is anything worse?
I did have rabbits mating and screaming, but you guys were not very receptive to the other things, so I just left that one out. So
There you go. Chinese opera singer.
oh wait, I got a better one. Here's a guy singing "Rolling in the Deep" on a Chinese like talent show. That's way better. All right, here we go.
Oh no, you gotta do the Mongolian throat singing. That's what you need here.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
the Mongolian throat singing. Hold on. Like this.
No, this is actually getting better.
No. Mongolian, trust me.
I've heard the Mongol, which is also excellent.
Dude, this one is so much better.
Thanks
All
a
right,
lot, Bear.
all right,
Now I got
switch-
Chinese opera in my search history.
All right, switch it out.
Alright, hold on.
I don't know if you can beat this one though. Chinese "Rolling in the Deep" is pretty good.
It's getting better every
I know, right?
Yeah.
Dang it, I can't make
That's
it.
high notes.
Hold on, we'll just go to next. All right.
We missed the chorus.
It's fine.
I don't hear any singing. I just hear like some music.
It's gonna get there. You gotta wait. You got to work up.
We just skipped the chorus line of Chinese "Rolling in the Deep."
Yeah, literally.
It's this better be really good.
You gotta wait 30 seconds. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. See?
All right, it's actually pretty good. All right,
That's good.
all right.
Who's Mongolian throat singing in?
That's me.
All right. So you
Yeah, I
hear
can
this?
definitely imagine a croaking something like that.
That's true. That is true.
It sounds like the band from Star Wars.
All right. So you hear this melodious singing coming from up ahead. Snuggly, from your position, you see him. He's just singing to the great abyss that is the mountainside.
So that's the guy that's doing the singing?
Behind him, you see several pillars, stone steps leading up to the entrance to the temple. And on either side of him, you see 2 adorable stone dogs that are swaying back and forth with the music.
Guys, I think I see that fool that we were warned about.
Yeah, I'm gonna remind them
He's the one making the noise.
he's invulnerable to all harm. We must bluff, bamboozle, or fight our way past him. But I think bluffing and
I
bamboozling.
think that includes emotional harm.
I mean, look at him. Do you think he could be harmed emotionally? He's so confident. His voice, it's beautiful.
That's true.
Nothing can hurt that man.
Start tapping my foot and my okay.
Do you want me to? Do you want to just leave? You want me to just leave off at that, as you guys have a week to figure out what to do about this guy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the cliffhanger. Nothing to
Ba-dum-bum.
All right, fair enough.
I'm gonna practice singing like this for a week.
I feel like it would involve grabbing my own throat and choking myself out a little bit, which would be like middle school all over again. So,
No.
anyways,
Here.
It sounds like a sex dungeon on the weekend.
yeah, you know they don't call. You can't have Dungeons and Dragons without dungeons, baby.
Wow, for that hour and a half I packed in, I don't know what I missed over the last day.
This is a real song from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
I thought it was the same song.
No.
Yeah.
It's a real song. Real song from Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh Lord.
Let's see the Who. Are they Mongolian?
Yeah, they look Mongolian. They
It's
have
such
like,
a gorgeous map, though. When I got this map, I was like, when am I ever going to be able to send them to a mountain monastery? Like, what the hell?
They
Thankfully,
are,
in Skull and Shackles, things on the table.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
They are a Mongolian rock band. So yes.
yeah, man, they look like crazy, like
There you go.
crazy beards and long hair.
It's cool that you picked that, because this dude is the art is from a Warhammer ogre, and the Warhammer ogres have a very Mongolian cultural base to their aesthetics and everything.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. All right, cool. I will move you guys back to the map, and sadly, we will wait until next week to play again. Let's see. I don't think I have any announcements other than if you're trying to learn Roll20, I finished all 20 videos in the How to Do Roll20 series. So
I used one to set up initiative macros today.
there you go. There you go.
So,
Basically just walks you through everything that I would do to set up a game. So that's how it's different than just doing the incredibly stale but effective tutorial videos that Roll20 put out. So
I think Caden figured out his thing, so I might hit you guys up during this week and next week to see how we can get that like functioning, probably through our wanted posters if possible.
Oh, the thing that like whoever's talking, their picture will light up or whatever.
Yep.
To like let people know who's talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
it might take a couple of months of the acquisition incorporated money, but I am hoping to get like a custom print of Bubbles Jr.
Oh, hype.
I mean, they
You
don't
should
really...
just. There's this artist that I really like. Her professional name is Terry's cousin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Terry's cousin, so you should hit her up for some art. So she's the one that did Chat a Mile, and then she's been doing a couple NPC works for the Odyssey game or whatever. So
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet.
Do you have her like information or anything with that?
yeah, she's on the Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll
I was
just
thinking-
I'll call both of you out on the thing. So
I was also thinking like one day I'll get like the lady who did the Fritz fixer to like make
oh yeah.
like the full body of like Bubbles Jr.
There is
That'll-
something really satisfying about having character art. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice. Like because there's so many people playing D&D now that like, yeah, there's like a lot more art than there used to be, but there's also a lot of people using the same art. So it's like, yeah, it feels kind of good to be like, hey, this is my character. This is who I am.
It's not. Let me tell you, like pictures of pirate monkeys, pretty slim.
I think you have the only gorilla pirate monkey that is not looking like he should be on a Harley Davidson bumper sticker.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
I would
thanks
like
for
to
tuning
use-
in, guys.
yeah, all right, everybody.